What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Down South Off-Road and Outdoor. Once again, we are up here at Mike's Fabrication Refinishing to do a little something extra for Lagatha. Now, these brake lights look cool as hell, but you can't really see them. So, we're gonna add a little supplemental lighting up here to those hinges by SUPAREE. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so let's pop these open and see what we're looking at. Right off the bat, you'll see there's not much to them. The cool thing is these can be running lights, brake lights, and reverse lights. Now, I think we're gonna do something pretty special with them because Mike is a perfectionist. So there's the hinges. I'm gonna leave that on them to protect them. And these are just gonna replace your normal hinge covers. They do come with some electrical clips and some clips to keep it ran down the side window. We'll see which of these Mike uses because I'm pretty sure he's gonna make his own wire. You can see by way of instructions, not a whole lot. 4 steps, but we're gonna do it different to make these work a little better. The way they work now, it's gonna wire into one tail light. So what that means is that when you have the signal light on, say your passenger side signal light, the lights will flash, but if you put on your driver side signal light, nothing happens. So I think we're gonna wire them separately to each individual side. Alright, guys, so what we're doing, because we want these to work correctly, is Mike is going to be cutting one of these lights loose from the original harness, and it'll get its own individual wire.
Same shooting to put on the wire.
We're separate. But I will say that these lights and hinge covers are actually great quality. We saw these first on Coddiwomple Overland Jeep, and they've been there for quite some time and done numerous trips with them, and they still look great. No fading, no cracking, any of that stuff. And guys, if you don't have a ruck rack, it makes a nice little workstation at the rear of the Jeep. That may be a reason enough to get one.
We're just going to cut that heat shrink off and reheat shrink it.
Alright, so now what he did is he went and got into his wire collection, and he's making a connector, well, a whole other side to connect that light.
Here in a couple months after y'all got this motherfucker looking like the Titanic in a mud hole, I don't want to have to. You go, well, why does this light quit working?
Not us. We never do that, Mike. So he has taken the original wire cover off. And looks like he's going to be putting in.
Let's put that up there.
A
We'll
new
stay.
one here.
Can't do that. We'll tape the end of these together so I can get it through that tubing. just gonna put it in some heat shrink tube, and that way it's a little smaller.
Yep, sounds good to me. Where can they buy that, Mike?
Any electrical supply online. This came online. I think it's called cableties.com or something. The most affordable place. Your local electrical supply will stick it in with no spit.
Pulling it up to there.
We'll get a little bigger of a torch out for this one.
All right, so we're gonna get up here and pop these off. He's gonna pop from the bottom. I don't know what it threw at him, but I'm sure it was some kind of nastiness. I don't know what he did there.
There's a clip right here in that hole that you see from the bottom. You're just gonna get in there and pull down on it and out.
And then pop straight up for the
So we're
hook.
gonna go in there and hook it. We're gonna pull down, and it
Nice.
pops just right loose. Just give it a little bump, and the top hook's released.
Nice. So we'll keep those for later, just in case these things end up sucking. And we use this opportunity to clean out any dead items or insects into Mike's garage. You're welcome, Mike. And those go on the same way, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I wonder.
Nice. And so you can see, I mean, it doesn't look a whole lot different, and it just adds another light. So it's a pretty cool little product. And again, now, each of ours have their own wiring harness. And we're gonna hook them up to each side. And so they do send you these clips right here to help hold the wire in place.
Enough
Now,
for one side.
yeah, that's the downside. They send you enough for one side. However, you could probably get away with using 3 per side, couldn't you? There's 6 here. So we're gonna use 3 per side, but the other thing is, on one of the other reviews, they said that they didn't have any sticky tape on them. Well, so I think they've switched that now, and they actually are sending you these adhesive pads for the back of these. So they do send you what you need, ish. So what he's doing is going in and cleaning with some alcohol to try to get some of the dirt and grime out of Bella's ass.
That helps a little bit, don't it?
So he basically just pulled that weather stripping off.
Yeah, you can pull it off the top, but down here it's taped, so I'm gonna try not to, or glued or something, so I'm gonna try not to disturb that.
Oh, so you just, huh. All right, I just want to show you how we ran this thing. So it's coming down here. We stuck it on that side. Then we pulled this back. So it's actually, you can see it goes under the weather stripping. Then here, then under, and the wire will come out this back side. And it's here where we're gonna place the disconnects. So guys, another step that we're gonna take with these lights that you wouldn't have to take if you weren't doing it our way is we are going to be adding some disconnects there so that if we do take the top off, I don't have to cut wire or take my taillights off. We've got a connector. It's just another part of what you get at Mike's.
Yeah.
And again, he definitely wants your business, so I'll keep showing the back of that shirt there. If you're wondering why I'm saying that, guys, it's because he begs me not to tell anybody else he's here. He has plenty of work and doesn't need anything else.
As long as it's something little, we'll work it in.
The only reason I'm here is because I'm family.
If it's big shit, it's about 1.5 years wait right now.
1.5 years wait. Is that the light wire?
This is the wire that we're gonna connect to the light, yeah. I just already cut it up here for the quick connect, so I ran it in from that side because you can't see the hole up here.
Gotcha.
The white green's gonna be the brake and the turn, and then the all white wire is reverse. The white with red is the park light, and we're doing this on the Jeep side of the wiring harness rather than the tail light side of the wiring harness. That way, next week when we have new tail lights to install, we're not rewiring it.
You know us so well. So when you're doing this, it is always good to write down what wires go to what.
And then the turn is white green. The turn brake is white green, and then the brake light from here is white green.
So yeah, so the company, at least the company did their homework and tried to make the wires correspond. You got white green going to green. That's why it's super important. If you notice when Mike rebuilt this extra harness, he used the exact same color wires. Mike is going to be putting on a 4-pin connector. You can probably get these same spot you get that heat shrink.
No, they don't have those. You can buy those at Napa. Those are actually Chevrolet style connectors. It's called a GM weather pack.
What he's doing now is putting on the water seals for the plug, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just putting those on, and then he'll be putting the pins in. Soldering jig's kind of cool.
It's very fucking cool. We're almost prized possessions.
Alright, so now he's putting the pins in the connector. They just slide into the back, and I think those little round grommets just push in to seal it nice and tight.
I see they pop right out there.
Perfect. Guys, so you can see our connector is just tucked away back there in the corner, so it's out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. But when we want to take this top off, now we can. So we got the other side connectors on. You do it the exact same way you did the first side.
Only the wire colors behind the tail light are a little different.
On the passenger side, white green is reverse, white and purple is park, and white and yellow is turn. That is on the passenger side. If you're on the driver's side, then white and yellow is the brake, white and red is park, and white and green is turn. Guys, the other reason we decided to run these lights is because when we added the rear tire carrier here, we decided to leave off the third brake light. I think that's illegal. So we added these to put that back. Alright, so we've got it both hooked up. Now we're just gonna give them a little check.
Brake lights?
Brake lights, perfect. Reverse lights, perfect.
Park light?
Park light. Now here comes the signals. Boom. Left and right signal, folks. So, honestly, if it were me and you're getting these, I would take the extra time to split them up into 2 separate sections and wire them individually to each taillight like you just saw us do. Now, you absolutely don't have to. It just means that when you put your turn signal on, doesn't matter which side, it's going to flash all of the lights. Hey guys, I wanted to show you the hinge lights in the dark. So babe, put your foot on the brake. Boom. That's super cool. All right, babe, put on your driver signal. Nice. Put on the passenger signal. Perfect. Now throw it in reverse. That's super cool. Man, these things are awesome. All right. I think we're good, babe. If you guys are interested in getting your bikes built, or especially your Jeeps built, be sure you give Mike a call. Because he loves working on Jeeps, especially things with big tires.